what good this thing is. I guess we'll go to the old tried and true. Sometimes corded is just the way to go. So I got all the brackets off of this 9-inch housing. Right over here and right over there. Those are the locations where the shock mount brackets were, because this is out of a Ford truck application. So my leaf spring hanger is probably going to end up being right about in this area, maybe even closer to where those were once this thing's narrowed up enough and in the car. Since I had no brackets, I had to have this to keep the housing from moving around on me. This cylinder head and I have gone through a lot together. This thing was on my 71 Satellite whenever I first got it. You know, the car way over there. And in fact, up until early September of 24, this was the head. Of course, this particular one doesn't want to show you what casting it is. But I think one of these was a 675, the other one was like a, I don't know, whatever the other one is, 915, whatever. Yeah, there we go, 675, I was right. So it's, you know, early model 318 stuff, but after the closed chamber, so it's just the small stuff, nothing too big. Car's got 340X heads on it now at 202 160 valves. It's actually got the Chevrolet valves in it for the smaller valve stem. Got Magnum Beehive springs, worked out real well. But of course I did that swap before I started filming things. Now of course this video is not about the Satellite, it's about the Scamp over here. So I'm at an interesting point. You know, I don't have a whole lot that I can do at the moment just because it's cold and a lot of stuff I need to do involves water and I don't want to get that wet. So I have a plan. We have this bunch of scrap metal over here. I'm gonna find myself some nice angle iron over here and build a battery tray. This right here ain't gonna work. I don't even know what this is supposed to fit. Hood release off something. Now this, I might be able to do something with some of this metal here. Let's see what I can't make out of this. Yeah, I'm gonna need y'all to go ahead and not judge me on this. someone I just noticed. But ain't Roy again. Apparently, I just called back a spam call. Fun stuff. Oh well, it's my battery tray. Yippee! It's still a lot better once I gas weld. I'm a better gas welder than I am, anything else. Oh well. It's a little too windy to go gas welding right now, so this is what I get. All it has to do is hold a battery in place, right? Not that important. Man, this thing is a creaking. Man, not too bad for Campbell Hausfeld Flux Core 80. Yeah, it'll be good. I'll finish welding this off camera. There she is, all welded up, cooled back down, battery still fits. Did have to, stinking chickens always interrupted me. I did have to, knock the guts out of this piece right here so that way the hold down would fit. I will have to drill a couple holes on either side so that way I can use some J-hooks. And soon it'll be mounted in the trunk of that car. Speaking of which, it is kind of annoying having a fence in the way that I'm just a little too short to walk over. Got to get the trunk key out. By the way, wiring diagrams. I've actually been doing quite a bit of wiring on the car. A good portion of these switches over here actually work. Sneak peek as to what my exhaust system is going to be right there. Alright, so it's going to live right in this area. I'll have to figure out exactly where I want to drill and tap for, bolt holes. I want it to be able to mount on the frame, which there's a little bit of frame right here, so I can trace this, see my spot welds. Maybe I can figure something out there. Mount it about in this area, maybe. We'll figure it out though. In the meantime, store's closed. Gonna need some fire, it looks like. Stay tuned. Run, Georgie kitty. Map gas. Meet torch head. Made that hammer myself. There we go. Woo! I'll see if I can get the other wheel to fit on here. All right, nothing fancy about these tires, wheels, tires, however you want to say it. They just hold air, and they were lying around. Got them for free. They are American Racing though, for whatever that's worth. By the way, no, I did not break it loose with the 3/8 drive ratchet. They were already loose before when I tried to do this and realized I needed a key for aftermarket wheel locks that I don't understand why this car had for stock steel wheels. Those were Ford wheels anyway. Anyway, I'll do the other side off camera. By the way, here's something that's, you know, not a big deal in the long term, but kind of annoying in the short term. You can see here, I've got this in the 5 on 4.5 position. That's, you know, the bolt pattern for the front here. As you would expect out of a 74 disc brake A body, they had big bolt pattern. Hold on, let me get this off. The rear here, however, not factored into the car. It's 5 on 4, small bolt pattern. By the way, you can buy these, you know, this basic design from a bunch of different places. I actually made this back whenever I was in machining class, had access to a water jet, hence why the 4s are all kind of weird looking, the 0s are weird. Yeah, I was learning. I didn't know how to use a water jet that well. It's one of my first few projects, but it's come in handy numerous times. Got a little bit of gear oil left in that. Got just under half a quart of transmission fluid here. Cheapest stuff that you can get at O'Reilly. So, this here 400, it's not deciding it likes life right now. I got it to where it was freed up, feeling smooth, but it's trying to be locked up again. So what I did, I think number 8's the one in particular that's causing the most problem, and it seems like it has some moisture in it. So took the spark plug out. I've got some hose here. Anyone else out there that's also in the medical field will know exactly what this is, but for those who don't, this is just the hose we use for giving people breathing treatments. You know, say you need a nebulizer, this is what you get. The reason I'm using it here is because it's clear, so I can tell when I'm getting oil down there. I also use this stuff for like bleeding brakes and whatnot. Also, it's the only hose I had that was small that fit on this, so, you know, 2 birds with 1 stone. Or as Peg would say, getting 2 birds stoned with 1 joint, right? Yeah, ain't that pleasing? Nice and satisfying, right? It's probably enough to do something, at the very least to get a start. I'm gonna do that for a couple other holes. We'll see what happens. What do you do whenever your parts work hardened from welding and you need to drill holes? Well, I don't know what most people do, but I choose the path of fire. Woohoo! There we go. That's a hole. Had to do both holes that way. First one worked a little smoother, but also took more time to do it. This will work. Run a tap through that, do some finish welding on it, we'll call that good. Time to clean this thing up, since I can't find the 1/4-20 nut that I need. Granny Kitty likes to be involved. Not the most involved cat I've ever had though. So what I have here, Easy Off heavy duty oven cleaner. Believe me, whenever it comes to this crud you get, any oily messes, this stuff is the bomb. But you don't want to touch it. Don't want to touch it at all. All right, let that sit for a minute and then I'll come give her a scrub. Granny Kitty, why you gotta be over here? Off to the hardware store right now. I figured now's as great a time as any to fill you guys in on why I call this car Project Scimp. You know, not the one I'm in right now, obviously, the Scamp. Scamp, really close words. So I decided to call it Scimp because, well, let's be honest, I'm on a budget. 25 years old, still living at home with my folks, and I'm building this thing mainly because I was heartbroken when I got it. This car's just been fun for me. It got me out of that whole funk I was in. And so, it's kind of a labor of love at this point. But I'm on a budget. So, I'm skimping out every which way I can, you know, while still having the car be functional. I don't want it to be a death trap. But I'm saving money every place I can. Hence the name Scimp. I'll catch back up with y'all once I have the hardware. That's good to me. That'll work perfectly. Nuts are welded on. She's about to have a proper hold down. Oh, would you look at that? Resolution of some sort. The battery tray is mounted, bolted to the floor, battery hold downs on. I'd say this is good. Of course, you know, I ain't about to start putting these battery cables on because this is just a mock-up battery. That says positive there, and that's the ground wire. But anyway, I'll end the video here. At the very least, I've got some sort of resolution. Next up, you know, everything I got is just wiring brake lights, tail lights. I'm halfway done with that. Got the wiring run all the way up to the front of the car. So I'm gonna move on to something else. Hope y'all enjoyed.